All right, guys, it is 9:52 a.m. and we are all logged into the dialer. We're going to be using the Vulcan 7 dialing platform and making calls in the Tampa St. Pete market. Going to do about a power hour of this live session, so that way if you guys have any questions, want to say hello, anything at all, please use the chat box for that. And while I'm dialing, I'll periodically check the chat box. Now, the comments that you'll be able, if you want to make a comment, you do need to be following jmarqeting in order to follow, to comment. So if you're not already, go ahead and do that. And let me go ahead and feature a few links here. I will feature my calendar link, so if you guys wanted to talk details of my service, either the consulting and training or hiring me to actually cold call for you, we can discuss that. Let me just make sure I have everything set up properly here. Facebook has a lot of new features when it comes to the live streaming, so I'm still learning that as well, so bear with me. And let me go ahead and get finished setting this up, and then we'll just get right to the dials.
Discuss that.
Don't want you guys to be able to hear double feedback. I'll go ahead and mute that. I'm going to go ahead and start the watch party. Okay, so the stream seems very healthy enough at least to do live streaming and voice over IP calls, so let's get right to it. Give me a few seconds here. I just want to invite a few people in that I know wanted to check out the live session. Okay, here we go. If you guys are just joining, thank you for joining. I'm going to go ahead and check the speed real quick. I was running a speed test. Okay, that's fine. And let's just get right to the dialing. Right. This is an expired listing. If you guys could please invite people in or share this stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hello, Lorenzo.
You have reached Lorenzo with Toronto Distributors and Homes by Lorenzo. Please leave a message and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Llamado Lorenzo, por favor, deja un mensaje.
That's his voicemail. It sounds like he might be an agent or a broker as well, so let's not waste too much time on that one. Okay, this is a $5.9 million cancel listing. 5.9 million, yep.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 81323033633 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you...
Okay, let me go ahead and pause that for a moment. Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure everything's set up properly on the stream. I'm going to add a poll question. Okay, I just published the poll, so go ahead and put your vote on the poll. I'm basically asking you if you work holidays and weekends or if you take those days off. Myself, we're 7 days a week. We work Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and every single holiday as well. In fact, the weekends and holidays are the best days to be making these calls actually, because most people aren't working, right?
I'm not able to get the phone right now, but leave your name, number, time that you called. I will call you as soon as I can. Thank you.
Hi, Robert. This is Jeremy calling from Frank Albert Realty. Had a question about your property that you're selling on Rutland, 813 586-3428.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jeremy with Frank Albert's Realty.
Hi,
I was trying to reach Jane or Eric.
this is she.
Hey, Jane, calling about the property you're selling on Gulf Winds.
Yes,
Looks like you guys just put it online for sale by owner.
we did yesterday.
Awesome, and looks like you're asking $454,900.
Yep.
Okay, great. Like I said, I work for Frank Albert's Realty, and I wanted to see if you're open to working with any buyer's agents that present a qualified buyer for the property.
We are, but we will not be offering a full 3% commission.
Fair enough. Do you have a set number in mind, or is that negotiable with that agent?
It's negotiable. The market honestly is pretty on fire right now, so just, we're looking closer to the 1.5, 2, depending on circumstance and buyers. But we are willing, obviously, to work with them.
Well, you said it. This market is super hot, and you probably won't even need anybody to help you with it, even on the buyer side. But let's just say, hypothetically, you can't get it sold in a certain period of time for the price you want. Are you going to be working with a realtor to list it?
We probably will. We've talked to a few that we know, and they said at that point we would do a price increase and then blast it out to MLS. I have a handful of agents that I've spoken to. They all said between 460 and 470 is where they would go. So probably 465, and then we would put it out on MLS, do a few open houses, and see if it would sell then. But we're just kind of testing the waters and see what's happening.
Okay. Yeah.
We're the only home in the neighborhood right now that's comparable in size. There's nothing else. So we just wanted to see what would happen. So we've got some very good feedback so far and some showings. So we're going to do this for maybe a week and see what happens.
Awesome. Well, what I'd like to do, because that's really all the information that I wanted to ask for the team, is send you one email with our information, and then if we have a buyer, we'll let you know. And then if for some reason you can't get it sold on your own and you wanted to interview one of our specialists to list it, we'd like to throw our name in the hat.
Okay.
What's the best email to send you our resume to?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a JKENGLES at gmail.com.
JK, your last name, at gmail.com?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, again, I'm Jeremy. I work with Frank Albert Realty. I'll email you, and we're not going to blast you with any spam, just one email so you have our info. And if we have a buyer that was interested, how much time do you need in advance for a showing?
Not too much. I do have 3 kids at home, homeschooling, and I work shift work. I'm a night shift worker. So I ask for maybe an hour just to make sure that I can get myself woken up and move out. I have cats too, so we have a lockbox on the front door and video surveillance. So I would just pack up the kids and the cats and let you guys wander through.
Perfect. And that's what I was going to ask, which I didn't. It sounds like you guys still live there?
We do.
Okay. And are there any
So,
definite...
honestly, if it's in the middle of the day, I would probably only need a half an hour. But if it's morning hours, I would need about an hour before showing.
Gotcha. And any definite plans on where you guys are going after you sell this property?
We do. We're actually building a home. So we have time before our build will, break ground and be complete. We will end up, if we sell it quick, we will rent, and we're fine with that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, like I said, just take a look out for that email. If we have anybody who is interested, one of our specialists will reach out. And if down the line you decide that you're probably going to list, we'd at least like to speak to you about things that we do so you can at least interview one of our specialists to see what we might do different than the people that you have in mind.
Sure.
Great. I will email you by the end of the day, and good luck on getting it sold.
Thank you so much.
Bye. All right, so that's a typical buyer, for sale by owner nurture. She told us a lot of great information, so I noted all of that, and then I'm gonna send her an email, like I said, and then I'll follow up once a week, starting in a week, and just kind of see if there's anything that we can do to help. Now, yes, she said that she has some realtors and brokers in mind that she would use. However, that does not mean that what we do would make more sense for her to list with us down the line. So I will put her in there for a nurture, not like a super important one, but from there I'm able to download all of the notes. I'm able to download the recorded call and get that on to one of our team members so they can nurture that as well. So not a bad call. It's more of a lead nurture and not quite as important as like an appointment. So we'll start following up with her on the 24th, and then we'll give her a call every week or so just to see how it's going. Okay. And the great thing about this system, Vulcan, and other prospecting platforms is all they have to do is push a button, and then we'll automatically email a preset email that we created previously, and then we can just move on to the next. All right, let's go.
You are attempting to call has not activated their voicemail box. You will not be able to leave a message at this time. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, this is a $384,000 for sale by owner.
Hello.
Hello, this is Jeremy over at Frank Albert's Realty.
Out of where?
I was calling for Peter Belia.
Speaking.
Hey Peter, I was calling about the property that you're selling. Did you get that sold, or is it still available?
It's still available. I mean, I'm dealing with Rex on the sale.
You're dealing with who?
Hello? Rex.
Rex is helping you? Is that your realtor?
No, oh, God, look, it's not my real. I guess it's gonna be, I think. What? Are you interested in the house?
No, sir. I was calling to see how we could help get it sold.
Well, I'm dealing with the realtor already.
That's what it sounds like. Okay, well, if we have a buyer, we'll reach out to them. Other than that, good luck on getting it sold, okay?
Okay, then. Thank you very much.
Have a good day, Mr. Belia. So right off the bat, he told us he has a realtor. Seems a little bit older, maybe not too confident about what he's doing. So I'm gonna just put him in there as a for sale by owner, buyer only, and then we just move on to the next. I don't want to.
Brainer.
Hi, this is Jeremy with Frank Albert's Realty. Is this Rob?
Yes, it is.
Calling about your property on Clubview. Did you get that sold, or is it still available? Hello, Rob? Looks like we lost Rob. Let me go ahead and call him right back. Not sure what happened there. Let's try him one more time here.
Bob Rayner.
Sorry about that, Bob, but this is Jeremy. I think we got disconnected.
Yes,
It's calling about the...
The property is still available.
Okay, okay. And so you must have heard me, I just couldn't hear you.
I just heard, you asked if the property was still available.
Okay,
And,
okay.
I responded, then we lost you. We lost contact.
So it looks like you're doing for sale by owner for $199,500 right now.
Correct.
is the property vacant or do you live there?
No, we live there.
Okay.
We live there currently. We have purchased, we're in the process of purchasing another house, and so we will be vacating here down the bit.
Do you absolutely have to sell this first to move, or is there not much of a rush?
Well, we have to sell to go ahead and have the funds to close with the person we are buying from is in no hurry, so it's when things come together properly.
Gotcha. So you do need to sell this towards the new property, is what you're telling me.
Correct.
Okay. And are you open to working with buyer's agents if they brought a buyer for the unit?
How does that work exactly?
Good question. So I'll put this out there just so you know. I'm on the assistant team here at Frank Albert's Realty, but the way that works is if one of our realtors that works with buyers or any other realtor that works with buyers brings a buyer to you, and basically they came through the realtor, not through just like a phone call or through your own marketing, usually a for sale by owner seller is going to offer some sort of percentage for bringing that in commission. And I've seen is anywhere from 0.5% to 3%, and that's not my department. But the way that works is if, let's say, we brought you a buyer as a commission, you would pay the buyer's agent in the closing.
Yeah, we would be willing to consider that.
Okay. And let's say you can't get it sold on your own or for the price that you want. What about the listing side?
Well, if we do that, we have someone who really specializes in this community, and and she has a list of people. She's very successful. She's almost exclusive in here and has been here for 20 years. So we would most likely go with her.
So you have somebody in mind if needed.
I'm sorry?
You have somebody in mind if needed to list.
Correct. That's correct, yeah.
Okay, Bob. Well, listen, I'm going to talk to the team. If we have a buyer, we'll reach out to you. And other than that, good luck on getting it sold for that price point that you're asking, okay?
Okie doke. Well, it's really pretty amazing because the lot's almost 300 feet deep into the salt water. And it's a pretty amazing view. And the only reason why we're selling is we're moving 6 houses down the street to a bigger place. Otherwise, we would be staying here because it's a beautiful home and with a beautiful view. So, but thank you very much. We appreciate it, and perhaps we can work together.
Yeah, I'm looking at the what you put online here, and it looks very. It sounds unique, and it looks unique for the particular type of buyer that's looking for that type of property. So. We may have somebody who's interested, but right now we don't. And if we have somebody who is, we will reach out. And good luck on getting that property sold.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Have a good morning. All right. So they have a realtor that they would already work with. Now, in some cases, when they say that, guys, we're going to dig in a little further. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in there for a nurture. We'll give them a call in 2 weeks to see how things are going, because even though they have somebody in mind to list that property, there may be the opportunity to at least have one of our specialists meet with him to give him some different options about what we would do for marketing. And then that way, if he gets to that point, he can make an informed decision from there. It doesn't hurt to give him a follow-up call just to see how things are going. Okay, so if you guys are just joining the live stream, please say hello in the chat. I haven't checked that here in a moment, but I'm going to be checking periodically to ask you if you guys have any questions or comments or anything like that. And feel free to ask about my process, my system, anything that we do. If you guys are interested for yourself or just curious, feel free to ask. and use that emotion button to give it a like or a heart. It would mean the world to me if you could do that. And just comment in there where you guys are from. And I'm just going to continue on with the streaming here, okay? Let's see here. So we're going to send him an email, and then we're going to follow up in a couple of weeks just to see how things were going, and then just move on to the next call. Okay, so that's just a nurture, not even really a hot nurture. It's more of a cold to warm nurture, kind of on the lower level of following up. However, he still will get a follow-up call just to see how things are going. They may decide to go a different route, and it couldn't hurt to throw our name in the hat. So if you guys are just joining, I'm Jeremy Marquez. This is jmarqeting. I call, you close, or we call, you close. I'm currently making calls for our broker down in Tampa, and he has hired me and contracted me and my company to work virtually and set up appointments for him and his team to list property. So that's what we're doing here, is we're making cold calls to homeowners in the Tampa Bay St. Pete market, and we're setting up appointments. That's the end goal for our team, to go meet with them and list property. Okay, so let's just continue on with the calls here. And if you guys are watching, please give me a thumbs up about the audio and the video with the stream, just so I can get an idea of the user experience on your end.
Please leave your message for 863-618-6482.
Okay, give me one moment here. All right. All right, this is a $300,000 for sale by owner in Riverview. We actually just listed a property in Riverview. Let's see if we can get somebody on the phone here and we can talk about that a little bit. We actually just listed 2 properties from calls that I started right there in Riverview. One was from a few months ago and one just last week. Over on, I believe it's on Tangle.
Hi, you've reached Mark Bramble with NinjaHomeBuyers.com and 8279 Investments LLC. Your fast home buyers throughout Central Florida.
Okay, so it sounds like he's an investor.
Or if you have a home,
More of a buy, fix, and flip type investor, it sounds like. Let me see if I can get him on the phone here. Call him back. All right, there is another number, so let's try the second number on that contact.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jeremy over at Frank Albert's Realty. I was calling about the property that you're selling on Village Brook.
The one that's for sale by owner? I didn't have this phone number listed with that property.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure how we got the number. Usually our assistants pull tax and title records as well, just to make sure we have all the right information. Is that your property?
It is. How can I help you?
Well, I was calling to see if you are working with realtors that bring a buyer for the property.
No, actually, we're all set. I think we have a buyer. Thank you very much.
You're all set. Thank you. You can tell she wasn't so happy about me getting this number. So it kind of started the relationship off on a bad foot. So Vulcan and these other platforms that we use not only goes off the information they put online, but they'll go through and they'll actually scrub tax and title records to make sure that we have all of the information. So that's why she was surprised that we had that phone number. Sounds like they're going to be selling it to the guy that we called before. So that's why she felt like it was already sold. That's what it sounds like to me. pause this for 1 second. I want to share this in a couple of groups here.
Hi, I am unable to take the...
Go ahead and share this stream. Right. Sometimes, guys, you gotta just go ahead and drink a rock star. It's one of those afternoons, one of those mornings. If you guys see there, I featured a link to one of our services. The pricing there isn't accurate. It's all customized to the campaign. So if you click that button, it will take you to my calendar, I believe, or a form to where you could just ask some information. So feel free to use that if you wanted to talk the details of the service. Let's see here, it's 10:20. We're going to keep dialing here probably for at least another half an hour, 40 minutes before we're taking a break. Just going to share this in a couple of real estate groups that I know people like to check out the stream and see what I'm doing. So not only do realtors and brokers hire me to make these types of calls, but I'm also available for training, consulting, and ongoing coaching to get your guys' prospecting to a certain level. So for you as a realtor or broker, or for your assistants or your team, I am available for virtual and in-person training. So you guys can hop on my calendar and we can discuss that as well if you had interest. Let me just finish sharing this. Check my messenger. Looks like I have a couple of messages. All right, there we go. All right, next call. Hello, calling for Odette or Andrew.
Hi, this is Odette.
Hey Odette, this is Jeremy with Frank Albert's Realty calling about your property on Lake Helen. Is that still available or did you get it sold already?
No, we just listed yesterday. So,
Well, okay. Well, as you know, this market's super hot, so that's why I asked that question.
right.
Looks like you're listing it for $320 right now.
Yep.
Okay, and you're doing it by owner. And my question is, are you guys working with realtors if they brought you a buyer for the property?
What do you mean? Yeah, a buying agent. Yeah.
Yes.
You're offering a commission. So.
Yes, I was just calling to see if you guys are working with buyers agents. Sounds like you are. And are you guys living there, or is the property vacant?
No, we live here still.
Okay.
We have purchased our next home, so basically we're just waiting for a buyer, and then we'll be out.
That's awesome. So you already found something, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's one
Have
different.
any clients we're looking in the area, or?
Well, we have buyers that are interested in that area, so that's why I was calling to get some information about the property. Looks like you guys are asking 320, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Okay. And how much time do you need in advance before showing it?
I have a showing tonight actually at 5:30. I'd hate to show, 2 people in the same day just for time, reasons. are your buyers like ready to come? Like,
No,
tomorrow,
no. This
or?
is an information gathering
Okay.
call. We don't have a buyer particularly for the property.
Okay. Yeah, I need 24 hours at least.
24 hours? Okay. Got it. Okay, well, if you're not able to get it sold on your own, do you have a realtor that you would use to list it?
I'm sorry. Yeah, we have one. We're waiting, a few days before we decide to go on MLS, and we're gonna, just try the buy owner thing. So
All right.
I've already done quite a substantial amount of work myself, so that's why we're offering 2%.
Well, hey, good luck on getting it sold. If we have a buyer, we'll let you know.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, so buyer side only. They already have a realtor that they would list with. Pretty simple. Move on to the next. If you guys are watching, please give me a thumbs up that you can hear.
Cody.
Sorry about that. I was
Hello?
calling to speak with the owner of 703 East 122nd.
Yes, sir.
What'd you say your name was, sir?
Cody.
Cody.
My grandma's the owner.
I'm Jeremy. I'm calling about your guys' property. It looks like you're selling it by owner for $40,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it just is it a lot or is it a mobile home? What is it there?
It's a double lot.
Double wide. Okay. Do you own the property, the lots, or you guys rent that?
We own it.
Oh, awesome. Because if it's not something that you own, there's not a lot that we could do. But my question is, are you working with a realtor if they bring you a buyer?
No.
No. So if we had an interested buyer, just tell them that you're not willing to accept their offer.
Oh, we would. I understand you're not really sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Well, you're probably just thinking that I'm going to try to get you to list it like other agents have been calling about, right?
Oh, no, we never really have any calls. I was just on Monty with somebody at the time. Yeah. At work, I do car sales, so I know how it is.
Yeah. And is the property vacant or does somebody live in there?
No, it's vacant. There ain't no house or nothing. It's just vacant land.
Got it. Okay. You got any offers on it yet?
Yeah, we got a contract. He emailed me, but we haven't got back with him because we're on no rush. And he has 35 on there, but my grandpa passed away a year ago. His name's on there, so we just were finding out from the realtor exactly what we need to do to get his name off there. That's the only problem. But we're not in no rush. Some people are kind of like pushy and stuff. We don't really care.
Right.
The neighbors, they offered $29.5. They want to buy it, but I mean, if you got 35 in front of you instead of 29.5, they're going to take the 35.
Right.
The neighbors,
Totally.
they're good people and all, but
Well,
I feel bad. They don't want no one to live by them. They want to have their son build a house there, but they're pricing a different price. That's another $6,000.
well, you should tell them that if they match the 35, it's theirs, right? Cody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, you should just let them know that, hey, I got this offer on the table. If you guys do 35, then it's yours. How much is your privacy worth to you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, actually, I went to real estate school. I just never took the state exam.
Okay.
So I would have to retake the class now because it's been so long. My friend, though, he owns Grimaldi. You probably heard of that. Team Grimaldi, commercial real estate.
Okay, nice.
They're real big. Yeah. Mike Grimaldi, I know him. I'm sure you've seen their signs all over the place in Tampa.
We, Frank Albert Realty is strictly retail. We don't do commercial, but if we have any buyers, we'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, that's good. And then we also got some property. So it's out there. It's doing more like towards Old Town. It's out by the Swanee River. I can get you the address of that. 2 acres, and we haven't been up there in like a couple of years, so it's probably like overgrown. But we would want to sell that too. I mean, it's a little farther out, but it's not a problem for you to sell it, I'm sure.
What's the address?
I'd I'd have to find out. I have to go home and get the paperwork on it and get the address for you. But
Why don't you?
I can text you my grandma's number too, and you can touch base with her. But I think she works for the school, so she don't get off till 3 anyway.
What you could do is, my number came up on your caller ID. Just text me that info when you have it. There's no rush.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Good luck on getting those properties sold, Cody.
All right. No problem. Thank you.
All right, guys. So we don't want to just hang up on people, but the thing is, this lot is only 40,000. It sounds like he has a buyer interested, anyways. Typically, we don't really list property that is quite that low, but I wanted to continue the conversation and not hang up on him. So with that, we'll just put him in there as buyer side only, and then just move on to the next call. Real simple. That one's only 14,000. All right, here we go. 165,000 for sale by owner.
Charlie, may I help you?
Yes, Jeremy calling for Charles.
Who is this?
My name is Jeremy. I'm with Frank Albert Realty.
Okay.
Calling about your property that you're selling on Clover Place.
Okay.
Still available, or did you get that sold already?
Still available.
Okay. Looks like you're asking 165.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm just reading at the description here. It's the condo. Is anybody living there, or is it vacant?
Vacant right now. Just went vacant 1st of September.
Oh. Did you have tenants or something?
I had tenants, yes.
So you're opting to sell compared to just being a landlord still?
Yes.
Okay. If we had a buyer that was interested, are you working with buyer's agents?
Sure.
Okay. And if you can't get it sold on your own, do you have somebody you would work with to list it?
Sure.
You already do?
Yes.
Okay. If we have a buyer, we'll let you know, Charles. Thanks for the call. All right. So simple, straightforward, and the point with these calls, guys. We want to find out if they're working with realtors that bring a buyer. We want to find out if they have somebody that they would work with if they decide to list it. And then we know if there's an opportunity to pursue further. There's no point in trying to convince somebody to do something that they're not willing to do. That's just not how we roll. So put them in there as buyer side only and just move on to the next call.
Has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 727772348 is not available. At the tone.
Hey, thanks for calling. I'm not available at the moment. Give a call back as soon as I can. Leave your message and your number, and I'll call you right back. Bye. Have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Jeremy calling from Frank Albert Realty. Had a question about lot 4014. When you get this message, if you can give me a call or send me a text, 813-586-3428. 586-3428. Thanks. Have a good morning. Or afternoon. It's 1:30 out there. So it's 10:30 here in California, and it's 1:30 in Tampa, Florida.
410.
Sometimes I say good morning still when where I'm calling is already the afternoon. Rookie mistake. Sometimes I still do that. Okay, this is a $149,000 condo.
Hello?
Yes, calling for Alan.
This is Alan.
Alan, this is Jeremy with Frank Albert Realty about your property on Fountain View.
Yeah?
Did you get that sold or is it still available?
It's still available.
Okay, great. And it's a condo, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath?
Yes.
Awesome. And it looks like you're asking $149,900. Is that still the same?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm calling for the team to see if you're working with realtors that bring you a buyer.
Sure. What's the cost?
Good question, and that's usually negotiable with that buyer's agent that actually brings a buyer. I'm an assistant here, and I need to be able to gather some info for the team to see, how we could help. Is the property vacant or is somebody living there?
I'm living there.
Oh, okay. And when you get it sold, what are your plans?
Moving out.
Well, I would hope that you'd move out and not stay there squatting with the new owners, right?
They weren't going to let me use the bedroom?
Well, maybe we can work something out.
I got another place.
Okay, you're staying local?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was...
I made the mistake of saying my plans to another realtor, and they had all these financial ideas, so I'm keeping that to myself.
Gotcha.
I'm not in the market for another house, so...
I don't need to know all that stuff.
Yeah.
I need to just know the basics.
What I needed for my plans and everything, and dollar amount, how much this, how much this, that's none of your business.
It sounds like they weren't listening to you.
Yeah, and actually they were supposed to come today, and he texted me 9 minutes before his, just to see, or no, that was another guy, I'm sorry, but he was asking a lot of questions too, but 9 minutes before his appointment time, and he texts me, doesn't call me, and says, oh, not going to make it.
Sounds kind of flaky to me.
Yeah, it does.
Well...
But, okay, so I'm sorry to go off on the tangent.
No, it's okay. What I
What
wanted to do is set up a time for one of our specialists to see it in person tomorrow or Saturday.
I work through the weekends. I work actually all the way through till next Tuesday, and I do long 10-hour days. So.
Gotcha. So why don't we do this?
Friday, Sunday, Monday.
I'm looking at the calendar for Wednesday. I can have one of our team members come by at 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. Which one would work better?
You say 9 p.m. or
9 a.m. or 1 p.m. on Wednesday?
Either one. I get up like 3 in the morning, so nothing's really too early compared to what other people.
Okay. So why don't we do this? I'm going to pencil it into our calendar for next Wednesday at 9 a.m. When we get off the phone here, I'll be sending you a text message with the name of our specialist and her contact info, so you have that, and I'll include her on the text, so that way if you guys need to communicate, you can. And then, do you do email or is text best?
I do email too, but who are you with again?
Frank Albert's Realty, and what I'm doing is setting up a time for one of our specialists to look at the property, and then if we have any buyers.
Right, yeah, I know that. But you know where what community this is in and stuff, right?
Well, I have the address right here. Is there something particular that we need to know?
It's in the Paradise Lakes subdivision, I guess, or community. So it's like a nudist one.
Okay. Is that why you're moving?
So it's no, I got other reasons, but I just
That doesn't bother us none. So
yeah, I don't know if you haven't listed one here. It's or if you haven't sold in here, there's a application with requirements and stuff like that.
gotcha.
Not an open market, really. So
Well, maybe before I set the appointment, I should talk to our broker to see who would be best to come on that appointment, because we may have somebody who has already been in that community, and then if not, we would reach out to find out what the process is in order to get on the list or security list, whatever they need to do.
there's no real security list. It's just the buyer has to be. I mean, the licensed realtor has been in here. Not even, I guess I'm selling on my own, but it's just the it's a condo association application and stuff.
Right. Well, when we get to that point, that'd be something that we would deal with the buyer. Initially, this is going to be a preview of the property and let you meet one of our specialists, and then from there, we would deal with the buyers that we have that are interested.
Right. It's just the buyer's got to be into like sexual nudism on the application.
I hear you 100%. And so it's going to take a particular type of buyer for this property.
Yeah.
So-
I just was, because other realtors that have come by had no idea.
Sounds like you're trying to scare us away. We're not afraid of a little nudism.
I'm not trying to scare you away. It's just it's a niche market, and if you haven't, I just don't want you wasting your time.
Well, maybe I'll come on my own, because I'm pretty excited, actually.
It's a bunch of old people make it.
I'm just kidding around, man. Listen, I hear you 100%. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put the appointment on calendar. I'm going to talk to our broker. And then after I talk to our broker, I'll text you the name of the specialist that will be coming Wednesday at 9 a.m. That's the 23rd. Now, if it turns out to where it's just something that we don't want to deal with, I'm not going to wait until the last minute. I'll let you know today, one way or another, if we're going to come by on Wednesday the 23rd at 9 a.m. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, that's fair. It would be best if it is somebody that knows the market.
That's why I'm talking to our broker first before I assign it, and then I'll let you know the name of the specialist who will be coming by. We have a pretty big team, and so there's a strong likelihood, and I don't know for sure, there's a likelihood that we've sold property there before, but after I get done, I'll talk to our broker and find out who's going to be best to come by, and then I'll text you their information for Wednesday at 9.
Okay. It is like 7 associations in here, so there's a lot of places, and all with different rules and stuff, but this is the Fountains is the name of this one.
Got it. So when I get done here, I'll talk to our broker, and then I'll send you a text of the name of our specialist who will come by, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Thanks, Alan. Have a good morning, afternoon now. All right, so this is going to be a very unique one. It's a nudist condominium building. So I'm going to check with our broker to see if it's something that we want to deal with. This is that'd be a first time for me. And then we'll put that on calendar and get somebody out there next Wednesday at 9. Close or no close. Very interesting. So let me get this information over to our broker and see what he says, and then we'll put it on calendar, and we'll confirm one way or the other after I get a response from the broker to see if it's something that they want to deal with. But I'm going to put it on calendar, and then just wait until it's confirmed by the team, and then we'll reach back out to Alan to let him know who's going to be coming by or if we're going to cancel that appointment. Sounds like they need a very unique buyer for that property, as it's a nudist condominium. I've never heard of an entire condominium being nudist. That's interesting. It's 2020, guys, right? It is what it is. Come on. Connection's going a little bit slow right now. You guys, I'm going to wrap this live session up on the nudist appointment. And when I come back this afternoon, we'll continue where we left off. I'm going to go ahead and stop this live session so I can do some of the admin stuff, which will take me a few minutes. If you guys have any questions or any comments or wanted to get some information about the service, please use my links that are provided there and let me know how I can help. I'm Jeremy Marquez, jmarqeting. I call, you close. Have a good morning, guys.